Betsy Hicks can't make it. She wanted me to talk about the pro bono project. It's the one we're doing at the Grove. 18th of July. Is that at our house?
Yes.
So the plan is to have it done by August for their opening. We'll see if we can do it. And next month we have a skip month. We usually don't do July. In August we have a Zoom meeting with Austin, and we have Lawrence Payne, who runs Roman Mosaic Workshops. He's out of England. That's joining us for that one. And then September. Are you September or October?
I think I'm September.
Okay. September, Felicity. You want to talk about yours?
Well, making your own substrate with a ripple or two in it. I will send out information about what I would like you to bring with you. There'll be a couple of items to bring with you to help out. It's basically just, making your own substrate. And then working then whatever you want to do after that will be up to you. But it's interesting. It's an interesting technique.
Okay.
Right.
That's September 13th. I did find that date. October 11th, we have a Zoom with Austin, and we have Jolynn Foreman. We saw her artwork down at the conference. Her stuff looks like paintings. Her mosaics, it's pretty amazing. So August and October are Zooms. September is Felicity. November 8th, we have kind of tentatively down community mosaic. So Sandy and I are working on, you want to talk about what we're working on?
Ornaments for parents in the NICU at UC Health. They usually have about 50 babies, and Felicity said she's done it before and she would give us some great ideas. So yeah.
Will you mean NICU or the ornaments?
Both. Both.
So what we're looking at is like having little substrates, and then probably some epoxy sculpt, and then I have all the bins of stuff from the make and take, plus people are welcome to bring stuff. We just need to make sure it's not sharp, since it's going to parents with small children. And then we would set up like a tree there or something where they could...
And then the parents could pick them off. They do like a gift, the hospital employees donate baby supplies, and they have them out there, and the parents get them. Nice. So have a little tree and just put the ornaments on there, and a little commemorative for them.
And December we have a holiday party. I haven't figured out a date for that yet. We probably will do something similar to last year, where we have food. We bring in food and then use CITC, and we don't have to worry about being out at a certain time necessarily. So, and then Renee and I are working on getting a workshop for the fall. Getting a
weekend
workshop, like a 2-dayer. So currently we're working on Kathy Faden. So if you don't know who she is, she was the originator of this group, who now lives, what is it, Rifle?
She lives on the western slope.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Rifle. So, so what we might be looking at is Friday doing a Zoom. So even if you can't make it to the workshop, we do a big Zoom on Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday, do a workshop with Kathy. And Kathy, she teaches all over the place. She
is fabulous.
Yes. So she teaches at the Mosaic conferences. She teaches at Ghost Ranch in Santa Fe. So
how do you spell her last name? Announcing it.
Faden. Well, we're working on it. Faden. Thaden.
It would be lovely.
She's also the founder of this group.
Yeah.
So I do.
Go ahead.
I do want to mention that whenever we have a guest artist, and those of you that have done this know, the member pays X amount. We don't know what that amount is, and then the club pays for part of it. So the reason I'm mentioning this is the more members we have, the more that's in our treasury, the less you have to pay for workshops in the future. So, is this another plug for more members? Yes, it is. So, start thinking about who you know that would be, that would enjoy our group, that, likes mosaics, and because that helps all of us. It's not that we need more people coming to the meetings necessarily, but it does help with the budget and thinking about these guest artists. Because this isn't our last, well, It isn't our last one. And also, I'm just going to say I was at a conference last week and somebody said to me, he hasn't even seen my art, so who knows, but here's an example of how we can work together. And he said, we have money in our budget, it's a community. He said, we have money for a mosaic mural and we want we want you to do it. Well, I don't have a contract. There is nothing here. But the point is, I probably am not capable of doing that on my own at all. So if I meet with them and they say, we want this mural mosaic, I'm going to be talking to you guys and seeing who's interested and who's got experience, and some of you do. And so this is a community we're building for the state. So I want us to be thinking, let's expand, let's grow, let's make sure people know and appreciate mosaics as much as we do know and love them. So that's my pitch. So who do you know? I know Karen's already on it after just the last hour. She's just texting her friends.
Yeah.
So.
And Nancy, would you like to talk about the upcoming exhibit?
Yeah, so the exhibit at Children's Hospital is going to run from the 17th of July to the 27th of August, but we have to have the artwork there on July 10th or 11th. And as you probably all know, the deadline to get me your information is tomorrow. And so if you have any last minute things you want to submit, please do so. And so far, as just before I left the house, I counted, I think we have either 49 or 50 pieces already entered.
Oh, that's
which is
good.
good.
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
mean, that's a very big space, and it's a very tall space too. And so, and they have the ability to stack artwork. And so there's at least 3 people who told me they're going to submit, and I haven't seen their thing yet. So it'll probably be, I'm thinking we'll have something between 55 and 60
That's
pieces.
good.
And so that's really nice. And I had told everybody, I know Felicity and Renee have already told me, if you have artwork with you, I'll take it with me today, because we're trying to keep the delivery of the artwork down to just a couple people, because it's not convenient the way it's been set up. You cannot enter Children's Hospital with your artwork. You have to go around to the loading dock in the back in certain hours because there are flashers on. So between myself, Elisa, maybe Pam, we're going to try to, and anybody else who wants to help, it would be on July 11th, which is a Saturday, between 9 and 1, the delivery could be. And we could go on Friday, July 10th, between 4 and 7, but I'm not sure anybody wants to drive way over there during rush hour on a Friday night. Oh, but maybe you do.
And if you do,
And the close date's August 29th
Yeah, the show will come down on the 27th
of August.
of August. They'll keep our packing material, put our stuff, and then we can pick it up on the 29th. So we cannot pick it up till the 29th.
But the dates on the form need to be July 11th to August 29th?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
on the way.
On the waiver form. Yeah,
Yeah.
make it July 11th to August 29th.
Okay.
And you'll notice there is a place on the waiver to list your artwork, size, price. Fill that out as briefly as you want, but you have to have something in that space.
What area are they displaying in?
And when you come into Children's, it's in the atrium. It's called the Hamilton Family Gallery. It's basically a long.
It's to the left of the
It's
atrium?
to the, you know it? Yes, it's to the
Yeah,
left.
kind of
like
hallway.
I think you'd walk through there to get to the cafeteria, maybe, or something.
Yes,
but it's
yes,
a long.
yes.
There's
it's a
great
long-
traffic down there.
Yeah.
A lot of people going to
Lots
and
of-
fro.
yeah.
are we
lots
doing
of-
a reception or anything? No. Okay.
No, it's first of all we can't. No, we
Okay.
could, but it would not. It's not easy to
Okay.
do, and we'd have to set everything up, and there can't be any alcohol. And the security procedures are now such that, I'm sorry, I've got something in my eye. The security procedures are such that when you enter the hospital, like you can go in and look at the thing, but you have to go through security, you have to have your photograph taken, you have to have a badge.
More
It's a-
stringent
it's
than
a-
it was a
yeah.
few years
It's a
ago.
palaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a much bigger deal than it used to be.
Even
which I
parents
understand
have to
there's-
do it anyways.
Yeah, because there's children running all over.
And how are you
Sick
handling
children.
sales?
Strictly through your email.
Okay.
It's all between you and
Okay.
and they did ask that if you did sell something that you would make a donation to the Children's Hospital Foundation. I think she said 20% of your sale price. But that's up to you. Or was it 10%? I can't remember what the number was. I'll
I thought it was a recommendation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was not. No,
suggestion.
it was not
It
a
was-
requirement by any means. It
Yeah,
was
and
just
you can do it.
a request.
And the waiver, Nancy, I didn't come across that here. So
I sent it to you.
you did
Yeah.
in an email?
Yep.
Okay.
But maybe I only sent it this morning too.
Okay.
Okay.
Get my email on the way here.
I had a bunch of people enter, and I sent them all a waiver. And then since that point, as individuals have entered, I just keep sending it to you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I can email it back.
You can. It's a
Okay.
fillable PDF.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
yeah, but like I said, just note that there is a last page where you have to list your artwork. And,
Got it.
You know, it says condition of artwork. I'm going to say
I know that.
perfect.
They
I don't know. I mean, I didn't know what to say.
It's new.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
They need,
So,
they need a wet signature too.
I'm sorry, say it
They may
again.
need a wet signature.
I just typed my name.
No, I think we're just going to go with
Oh,
types.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's
Good.
Yeah,
Well, that's good.
because it is a fillable PDF, so I figured that was
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like your doctor
It
sent
let
you.
me type, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else? So the show runs, yeah, we'll pick up the artwork on the 20th, which will deal with that, picking up the artwork on the 29th in the same way. We'll try to get a couple people over there. Because when you get there to the loading dock, you have to put on your flashers on your car, you have to call them, they have to come down with a cart, and then get the artwork. And so it's not just like there's not going to be somebody standing by the door. It's a little bit of a to-do. But
right.
it's a good space, so
Oh yeah, it's a very good spot.
yeah.
Any future exhibits that we need to know?
And then we have an exhibit at the Belmar Library for the month of November. I'm not going to say it's November 1st, but it's something like that. It's the month of November, so it's either this 1st or 2nd to whatever the last day.
What's the theme on that one?
And that's going to be anything.
Oh.
Anything.
Colorado mosaics.
Yes, yeah. I mean, Marlia had come up with something like, there she is. Oh, she's taking my pictures.
Turn the camera around.
You had said something there. We should just have something like mosaic directions, modern mosaics, perspectives. I don't know. Modern Colorado mosaics. Covers everything.
Or anything goes.
Yeah,
I like perspectives. It makes it sound so important.
All right.
Yeah. So.
All right. Other things to think about is I know it's only June, but we have people stepping down. My term as program chair ends in December.
Maybe.
Unless Renee twists my arm. And anybody else whose position?
Mine does too. And she does too.
So, but do you have somebody?
Well, I
Depends.
think Tanya's gonna take over and I'll be the
Okay.
backup.
Okay.
And then, because
Tanya.
if no one volunteers to do the communication stuff, I'll continue it. But it would be nice to have somebody at least partner with me so we could pull
Have
someone.
a succession.
Yeah,
plan.
exactly.
I will partner with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I have
okay.
a partner, I would love
Okay.
that.
Yeah, because that way we can get you on
Yeah.
board and
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
great.
Andy.
And I'll
Yes.
probably be sending out a survey in the next couple of months about
Yeah.
what would you like to do next year, and see if we can start setting some stuff up before maybe I step down in December and somebody else steps up. You're willing to step up? It's program chair. You just get to arrange the meetings and coordinate with Austin on the Zoom stuff, and so.
Those of you that showed up early last month for the meeting and enjoyed lunch or companionship, did you enjoy that? Starting early, having the doors
Lunch
open?
was
and-
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can pay for lunch every month, but yeah, it really wasn't expensive either. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. But it was nice, I think, that we all had more time and, enjoyed seeing people and meeting some new folks too. So, okay, well, there's no reason why we can't continue that. And you don't have to come early, but it's nice, to have that schmooze time and maybe some lunch. Bob enjoyed lunch. So anyway, I'm just kidding. But okay, great.
Nancy, did you have
Yeah,
something else?
there's one other thing I should mention too, because it's going to be pretty close. We actually have an exhibit set up for the beginning of next year at the, is it called Town Hall?
Littleton Town Hall.
Yeah, Littleton Town Hall Art Center. So
Yes.
so that's like kind of the lobby of the theater, and
It's
not
really
a,
nice,
yeah.
and they get great crowds in there.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So it's not an enormous space. So I'll have to figure out how much we can do.
Where is that?
But,
It's
Downtown
right in
Littleton.
downtown on Main
It's
Street.
not far from here.
Downtown Littleton?
Littleton.
Yeah,
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 right
it's
on
probably
Main
a
Street.
couple minute drive.
Yeah,
from
it's
there.
I think it's Nevada and Main Street. I bet.
Yeah, that'd be
Yes,
nice.
yeah.
Great.
Do we have a theme for it?
I had no.
Okay.
I have dates which I can't tell you right now, but it's early. It's
Okay.
like mid-January to mid-February,
Okay.
or something like that.
Oh,
And
super.
yeah, so pardon me.
Super.
Yeah, so that would be Well, Karen had recommended I try that, so I went in there and
Great.
they were amenable to it. So yeah.
Does anybody else have any?
Did they take anything? Do you know any percentages off the artwork? Do you?
My understanding is they do not.
Okay,
but
I was just curious if
don't-
we knew.
I can't remember
Yeah.
right now to tell you the truth.
Because I can also try to get those dates in our newsletter, even
Okay,
though
well
it's
then
way in
I'll-
advance, but
okay.
still.
Let me.
Yeah, when we'll talk. But yeah.
Does anybody else have any announcements? Okay. Well, if you missed my show after this meeting, I'm driving to take it down, so you know. You can see it coming down, but
How was it received?
pretty good. Yeah. It's all historical mosaic, so people liked kind of the time on it. Sandy helped me set it up and
My
learned a whole
daughter
bunch
and I
about.
loved it.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
had a great
yeah,
time.
so
yeah, she
a
was
couple
very
of-
impressed.
yeah.
with it, yeah.
So sold 4 little pieces, but yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So
Keep the tribe going.
all right. Anybody else have any things we need to, before we kick it off with Karen?
Oh, wow. Everything I've done is in this room, pretty much. I started out as I wanted to be an architect. Chicago Public Schools says you can't be an architect, you're a girl. So I majored in art instead. And my first year out of high school, I went to an art school in downtown Chicago and studied fashion design for a year. And then I went into quilting and tailoring and all that. And then I moved into jewelry, and but in the meantime, I was always painting and drawing too. It was my major, and most of the stuff in here is stuff I did in college. And I just I had a interesting year this last year because I had brain surgery, and that was pretty rough. And the recovery was very, very rough. I was very, very fatigued. And I really didn't think I was going to make it. And but as I got better, I started reflecting on my life. And I was looking back at my childhood and my teen years mostly and deciding what was it about that time. And I realized that my biggest love in my life as a child was to play with dolls. So I ended up with all these dolls, and my daughter said to me, "Mom, what are we going to do with all this?" So I have decided that I am going to ask all my friends if they would adopt a doll. And if you adopt a doll, I'll name her after you, and I'll put your phone number on something on her. And when the time comes that I can no longer manage all this, you're all going to get a doll. In memory of me.
That's nice.
Anyway. Okay, moving on to jewelry. The samples on the table are samples of what we're going to be doing today. By the way, 2 of the necklaces are not mine. One of them belongs to what was made by Renee, and one was made by Pam. And so you have to figure out who made it. Is there anybody here who does not know how to use epoxy sculpt?
I watched the video.
Okay. Well, I'll show you. I have a buffet set up out there. I have the tools and the epoxy at the front, and then all of the parts. I have bezels for pendants and earrings, and I have a whole supply of tiny tesserae beads from my jewelry line. So you may help yourself to whatever you like. And we'll start with pick up a tray and a couple little tools, and we'll scoop out the epoxy sculpt for everybody, and then just help yourself to anything on the table and get to work.
Do you have gloves for us?
Yes, there's gloves.
Oh, thank you.
Watch the
Okay,
YouTube
great.
There's gloves and I hope you all brought a tweezers. Because you're gonna need that for sure.
I'm a supplier.
But basically, they're just putting epoxy sculpt in the bezel and then pushing
Yeah,
down.
what you do is, epoxy sculpt's in two parts. There's the clay and there's the epoxy. Epoxy is the adhesive. And you mix the two together and like kneading bread. And then you put the epoxy sculpt into the bezel. The bezel has a little, it's deep. And then after you fill that, you just take whatever you want in furniture rotisserie and just start embedding it into the epoxy sculpt as you see on the samples.
Don't overfill it because it'll lose a little bit.
Because as you push the pieces into the epoxy sculpt, it's
I
gonna
know, I
raise
just,
it up.
I just want
And
to
I've got
pretend it's mine.
popsicle sticks and Q-tips and all sorts of things like that to keep it flat and even and clean.
Is there anything cautionary you need to tell us? I mean, like, I don't know, I heard Lisa say, like, don't overfill it. Is there anything else that
The
you...
epoxy sculpt work time is what, about an hour?
Yeah, about an hour to 2 hours. It's just set up, and it will harden, and then you can't adjust it beyond that time. So, and by the way, Pat, remember when you did your class last month, I said that I had done an outdoor pebble piece using epoxy sculpt, and it's sitting right on that little thing on the patio. It has been outside all winter, and it's fine. It holds
That's
up.
great.
You don't
so
have
much
to.
easier than what we
You don't
did.
have to use. I'm not. One thing about mosaics that I will never be. I don't like mess. I don't like thin set. I don't like grout. And in jewelry, making jewelry, I never did silver smithing because I hate the fire. But I'm a tiny, methodical kind of an artist, and so that's why I like this.
The trouble with the materials we used was you can only buy them in vast quantities, like at Home Depot or Lowe's. That's a problem for us doing smaller stuff.
Yes, and the epoxy sculpt I bought for today, I have the black, and I also bought orange. I like orange because when you put it in, it looks like copper.
Oh,
And if you look at the copper and cobalt, that piece has the orange epoxy sculpt in it. And it's very pretty.
Can you turn that
I
on?
also bought epoxy sculpt in 4 colors: red, green, yellow, and blue. So you can try those out.
It does look like copper.
I ordered it from Fire Mountain Gems.
Okay.
You can also get it from the
Did you know that you could
color
dragon?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
It does look like copper.
Who would have thought that?
Yeah.
She
Okay.
does some resin coating on her pieces. Do you ever do that?
No.
Very glassy. They're beautiful.
But it would be hard if it was above the surface.
Yeah,
of
no,
the
there's
bezel.
no
The video said it doesn't slide off if you're careful. So
One of the products I like to use is glitter, because if you have black space around whatever and you want to color it, if you put I have several colors of glitter. If you just took your finger in the glitter and push it into the epoxy sculpt, it gives you, there's several of those on the table that you can see how it looks. And that's a pretty way to do things too. And I have
There's one.
everything else is very small,
So we don't have to cover the entire surface.
You don't have to. No. Okay, let's get started.
Okay.
I've been all over the United States. So.